have the lovely Karen from Asian Inspirations back with me in the kitchen. I haven't seen you for a while, so this is a delight and a half to have you back.
Thank you, Laura.
So,
lovely to be here.
Thank you. What are we cooking?
We're cooking spring rolls, pork and prawn, and with a dipping sauce that goes really well with it, using our Squid Brand Fish Sauce.
I love this Squid Brand Fish Sauce. It's a staple in my house. I actually have the giant one because I go through it that quickly. So I'm always like, bite a litre and it's great. But this is the quality and the premium flavour that you get from this. And we're using it in a dipping sauce today.
Yeah.
So the traditional Vietnamese Nuoc Cham dipping sauce. I always pronounce it wrong, but thank you. And you're getting the beautiful robust flavour that comes through, but it's versatile. You can use it in stir fries, you know, as seasonings. But today we're going to have it in its beautiful, pure, raw form, which I love.
Yes.
All right, let's get started. You want me to chop your prawns?
Yes, please.
I can do that.
That's going to form the glue for our filling, which is going to have pork. So we've got minced pork here.
Lovely.
In it goes into the bowl.
And then I've just got some beautiful raw prawns here. So we'll just chop those up really quickly.
Please.
Now, I guess you could do this in a food processor if you wanted to, but you and I are chefs. We need to cut something, right? We need
muscle power.
do a little bit of hard work today, I think. So we'll chop these.
So in goes the carrots for a bit of crunch.
Lovely.
So all about this spring roll is really interesting because it's the crunch.
Yep.
It's got the flavour of freshness of coriander. In it goes. And then you've got the seasoning, which is pepper, a little bit. We won't put the whole thing. A little bit of white pepper.
White pepper.
Some sugar. We are going to put a little bit of the fish sauce in it.
I can pass it over to you. There
Thank
we are.
you. Some garlic.
Now,
we love garlic.
what's the difference? Obviously, there's a Vietnamese spring roll. So there's lots of different spring rolls. What makes a Vietnamese spring roll, other than the dipping sauce, is obviously, is it the herbs and the lettuce that you wrap around it? So it's a little bit different.
Yes, a little bit, and also the region of Vietnam which comes from. And then you've got the Chinese spring rolls.
Yes, yep.
And you've got the Malaysian spring rolls.
So many spring rolls, and I'm not complaining about that
whatsoever.
I know. Just so we all know, I love spring rolls.
I do. So the Vietnamese spring rolls has got not just the combination of the pork and prawn, which is all the spring rolls have, but it's and you're right, it's the herbs in which we garnish to eat at the end of it.
Yes.
Which I think it's the influence of the French in Vietnam. That we have the freshness of the salad that goes with something it breaks through the oil because these spring rolls will be deep fried. And it just gives that lightness to otherwise quite potentially a heavy dish.
It's almost like you can eat more of them because they're wrapped in lettuce, so it makes it a little bit less naughty, right?
Healthy. Not naughty, let's put it positive.
Exactly. Healthy. Exactly. Anything wrapped in lettuce, you know, beautiful. So you're just going to basically mince that up.
Yeah. So I've been taught that if you go round and round and round and round in one direction, it brings out the
protein.
Yes.
Yes. And you get this like starchiness and it starts to work itself as though you were adding in something else to bind it all together.
So let's add a little bit more Squid Brand Fish Sauce to this.
Beautiful.
Just to bring out the protein from the prawn and the pork.
Lovely.
And as you see, it's creating kind of a gluey texture and that's what we want.
Beautiful. Because obviously we want the spring roll filling to hold itself. There's nothing worse than biting into it and there's little bits falling out. It needs to hold its shape. I love it. Beautiful.
Exactly. So this is more or less done. We can carry on, but we don't need to. My test is if you run the fork like that and you see the grooves like a runway, ready.
Runway. I like it. Beautiful.
That's
it's as simple as that. Now here you've got a little bit of the flour as well. Does that need to go in?
Let's put a little bit.
Just a touch.
Just a touch.
And that's more of like we'll call it a security blanket.
Yes.
Just a touch. I guess you could add egg white as well. Some people add that like in to bind, but you don't need much,
You don't need much because the prawns give that glue component to it.
I love it.
So while I'm doing this, shall we do the glue, actually, talking about glue for the spring rolls?
Beautiful. So just the corn flour into the water,
so
straight in.
Creates a little roux and a glue. And we'll see that in a moment, how we use that for our spring rolls to seal like an envelope. So let's wrap. I'm going to give you a little smidgen.
Thank you.
Like half a teaspoon.
Beautiful.
Smidgen. And then we try to move into a log as best as we can. Again, don't stress, no pressure. Practice makes perfect.
Okay.
Get your kids to do it.
I'm stressed.
Okay, so let's fold it the end further away to the end close to you.
Yes.
And press it down, press it down. Let's go along. Press it down, press it down, press it down.
So fast. Yep. All right, I've kept up. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
And now we roll like we do.
Like a little pinch almost.
Okay, so this is a little glue.
Yep.
Give you a little glue.
Thank you.
Bring the sides to the middle.
Yes. And then roll.
And then roll.
So basically we're going to roll lots of these.
We are.
Deep fry them so they're nice and golden and crunchy. I'm going to make the dipping sauce and then we get to start eating. I love it, Karen. I love it.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
So the whole idea is grab the leaves, put the beautiful spring rolls inside, lots of herbs, straight into the dipping sauce. And that is Vietnamese spring rolls done by the chef, Karen.
Thank you, Laura.